Hi, welcome to the EditorNinja review and walkthrough. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look under the hood, so to speak, and showing you some of the features and how you can interact with the platform, as well as our experience with using the service. Okay, so what is EditorNinja? Well, it's a service that provides on-demand editing for marketing content. So they use both some proprietary technology as well as very well-trained editors in order to edit content at scale. Of course, this then saves, folks like us tons of time and money. All right, so let's take a look under the hood. All right, this is the dashboard that you're seeing right now, and we're going to go over and click on Add Document to Queue, or on the little Add Document link there. And it's going to take us into where we get to upload the documents. But first, you need to kind of add a little bit of information. The first bit is what type of service you're going to need for your document or your article. So the copy editing and proofreading is pretty much, your standard editing. You're just looking for it to be read over, checked, make sure that everything's in place in the right order, and that it's proofread. Developmental and substantive editing, that is more of a big picture look at your text. So instead of just drilling in and kind of making sure all the grammar is correct and that sort of thing, what a developmental or substantive edit will do is it will actually look at it in terms of, is your structure correct? Are you missing entire sections? Do you need to add more context in certain areas? These are more, like I said, big picture over the entire article rather than kind of drilling into the sentence or even, into the paragraph. Okay, so proofreading is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. They're just going to go through and make sure that everything is polished. They're not necessarily going to suggest like major revisions be done, but grammatical stuff and just making sure it's ready for publication. That's kind of the last step in the editing process. So editing for AI content is its own field. That's because AI generated content really has its own unique set of issues. Things like you need to make sure you check for hallucinations. You need to make sure it's fact checked. Sometimes AI generated text has really big problems with structure. So choosing this one is definitely going to be a plus when you have for your AI generated content. And similarly, English as a second language or ESL editing is going to have its own set of issues that the editors know how to look out for. So they're going to be looking at making sure like idioms are correct, that conjugation, there's just a ton of different things that they're going to look for with an ESL edit. You're then going to pick which kind of document you have. So whether it's a blog post or a resume or even a transcript of some kind, each of those documents has different editing requirements. You'll also need to add in your word count, and you can use the keyboard shortcuts that they list there to help you find those more easily. Of course, you would need your document link. That's pretty standard. And the brief, which I mentioned before, it just kind of tells the editors what you're really looking for. You can be as general or brief about it as, or specific about it as you like. If you notice, they also give you a specific file name type that they like to see. I imagine this just helps them keep everything organized on their end. And of course, all the rest here is pretty self-explanatory. You hit submit and it sends it off to your specific editor, and I will show you in just a moment where you go to see it and keep track of it. So as you can see, the submission process to get your article to the folks at EditorNinja, it's pretty simple and intuitive, so you shouldn't get lost, but they're all super helpful over there, especially like the support team and the editors. So if you have any questions about it or having issues, I know they're more than happy to help you with that. So now we're going to click on View Queue, and this is going to take you to the screen that you're going to want to go to kind of keep track of where your submitted article or text is. So this is going to tell you who your editor is, how long it's going to take, you know, the end and the start date, all that kind of good jazz is going to be in the queue. So now we're going into document history, and this pretty much just shows you every single file that you have uploaded to EditorNinja, you know, to be edited. And you can go back and click on the link and review what they have sent you. Okay, so that is a look under the hood over at EditorNinja. Now, overall, we were really pleased and impressed with the type of service that they gave us. We tested 3 different articles, doing a couple of different things like, you know, regular old copy editing and proofreading, as well as some content update, and their feedback was spot on and very helpful for improvement. I will also say that they returned the articles at the time that they told us that they were going to. So their follow through is really great. Other services we've tested, you know, they might have taken a little longer than what they said, but the folks at EditorNinja did not do that. They gave it back at the time. They honored their word on that. So that is wonderful. And lastly, based on the experience of talking with the editors and even the support staff, everyone was very friendly and very open to answering questions and explaining things as thoroughly as possible. So all pluses in our book. If you want to find out more, please do check out the article, the companion article that goes along with this video review, and I will talk to you later.